any fucking thing I can get high off. I mean, I ain't going, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna fake it. I mean, I wasn't no master drug dealer. You know what I mean? I was a shit in my pants, motherfucker, that was getting high. I mean, so I said, this is the last place, the last house that I thought I would be in. Sitting here, not getting high. You know what I mean? I celebrated 65 days.
Hey, all right.
65 days. I mean, hey, you know what I told him? I said, I want a long goddamn treatment place, man. Because my disease will try to tell me different. I mean, I'm not ready for that out here yet. You know what I mean? Because, but I can get connected, you know what I mean, and put the armor on me and create my army, you know what I mean, my team. And as soon as they just start talking to you, yeah, you know what I mean, holler at you. And let you know, man, look, you know what I mean? I don't know an addict today that can actually say they don't think about getting high. You know what I mean? Because it's real. Shit ain't no joke, man. You can keep your mouth closed. Shit, you open that shit up when you're smoking that coke. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know what I mean? Don't let that shit rob you, man. And they gonna rob me no more. I ain't going to penitentiary no more. I have 5 state numbers. I done been in like 6 penitentiaries. I'm done. I mean, I'm tired of my fucking jersey, man. I'm done.
Yes, sir.
And I mean that, man. You know, but I was talking to a recovered addict because see, I'm trying to connect. Yeah, when I used to fall myself, it's important to me. I don't have no woman. I don't give a fuck what she do or how she do it. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm 65 years old. Look, you can get on a pole or something. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not even gonna fake it. You know what I mean? I'm a man, but then again, you know what I mean? I just ain't got time for the game. The game is vicious.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's all I got to share, man.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you for saying that, brother. Good food, brother. God bless you. Come on.
Hey, Lisa, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Miss Lisa.
I'm getting out Tuesday, and somebody said something here, I forget who it was, he said, when you get out, your addiction is doing push-ups. Mine, I know right now, is training for a triathlon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that, it concerns me, but just that thought is going to make me realize even more what I have to do. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. 2 C's that kept me, because I got 15 years, but I understand what you're talking about, right? You got to be conscious and be consistent. I'm conscious of the fact that things I used to do, I cannot do. People I used to hang with, I got to stop hanging with them. Things I used to talk about, I got to stop talking about, like glorifying drugs. Movies I used to watch, I can't really watch those movies no more until I get stronger. To that self be true. I couldn't keep a light in my house for 4 months. Everybody hear that? I used to be MacGyver on my lighters. You hear me? And I wanted it all the way to the ceiling. Yeah, that's me right there. Yeah, MacGyver on the lighter, right? I was scared to go to a local bodega because behind the cashier was a rose. We call them stems. Everybody hear that? Yeah, right? Aisle 4 was Chewy. Right? So I was conscious of the fact in my 15 years of what I got today, every day I had to be conscious. And next thing I had to be what? Consistent. I remember driving CCT Connect, paratransit, picking people up. And every time we be in the Northeast, I'll be downtown for like an hour and a half, I go make a meeting. West Philly, same thing. North Philly, same thing. Everybody hear that? So wherever my vehicle landed me, I'm looking for a meeting in the area. I would stay what? Consistent every day. Sometimes what happens with us is we give up and we go what? We take a break from vacation. We take a vacation for what? Recovery.
No, hiatus.
A hiatus. Everybody hear that? And we can't do that. Because like she said, the disease of addiction is what? Doing push-ups.
Funny.
And baffling and insidious. And like he said, you don't need to take your medicines. The hit is over here. Everybody hear that? So you got to stay conscious of you. Conscious of what we fighting. And be consistent. They have your armor on at all times and fighting every day.
Addicted to a lot more than just the drug. It's the run. It's the chase to get the drug. It's the copping. It's the drawback. It's it's everything.
The lifestyle.
I boost. So I'm addicted to that. I'm addicted to getting.
Anybody hear that? Yeah.
For real. Like,
Thank you for saying that. That's good food. Good food, brother. Come on, Jamal.
I know about Robert Nova. When you just said go to the bodega and get a rose, the stem joint.
Yeah.
I had my daughter car. I had to take her to work. Right? She just got a car for her 16th birthday. I drive her to work. Make sure she got to work. I had some money. I had some shit at the crib, but I ain't had no straight. I drove her car back to Norristown, back past my house, went to the fucking A+ broad daylight. Yo, give me a stem and some chore. The lady tried to hand it to me out the window. I said, no, put that shit in the bag.
Broad day bag.
Broad fucking daylight. I said, yo, it's over. It's over, because then you know in your hood, you got your, you know what I mean, people look at you in a different way. But if you go somewhere else,
shit on my sleeve.
you can do whatever you fucking want, you know what I'm saying? But that's where I live at. And I said, damn, I just did that in broad daylight, going to put gas in the car and everything. Come on.
They don't care.
Now looking at it, when you just said that, it just made me look at it like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah. Let me add on to what Lisa was talking about.
Give me a stem and
Triggers. And what he was talking about, what you talking about, triggers. I used to smoke coke and watch pornos.
Yeah, a lot of people do
That was my joint, down South Philly. I had 2 TVs.
down the pig where I'm from.
Watching pornos, 2 TVs, smoking coke. Everybody hear that? And became a stranger to soap and water. I used to walk to Dave & Buster's. I used to work there. And walk back because nobody get my money unless it's at school. The drug dealer. I got fired from that job, right? And I started I was clean for like 3 months, like Pookie from New Jack City. All right? And I'm working at 21st and Market before the Salvation Army went down.
I used to work there at T-Mobile. I used to work at T-Mobile right there.
Okay. And you know when they used to have the strip club there, right?
Yeah.
I used to, cause, like I say, pornos and coke go together. Now I'm clean. Talking about what? My triggers and subtlety and insidious, right? And then I say, and I used to park in cars, so I go to Trader Joe's to get change.
I used to boost.
You used to boost there? and then after a while, I got tired of walking. I should have stayed that path. I said, let me go next door to the porno store to get change for the $20 bill. And I go in there. I said, wasn't that bad. Then I went back the next day. Then it wasn't that bad.
It's like going inside the bar for a beer.
Right.
I mean, like going inside the bar for a soda.
Then I go back again. Then guess what? Now I'm looking around the place. Now I'm picking up movies. Now I'm asking questions. Do you have squirt sisters? How about Godzilla ass? All that, right? Now I'm asking questions, right? Now the disease of addiction is picking up what? Momentum. Everybody hear that? So I come back the next day. Now I'm getting high. Now I'm in the back with change in my hand. And I got my pants down. I got the curtain drawn. And I light a cigarette and put it on top of the what? The little booth. Then I'm trying to find my scenes, pants down, smoking coke, scared. At work. Open up the curtain. I thought I was going to see the CIA, FBI, Frogmen, Ninjas, Batman and Robin, yo, the SWAT team, yo, the 15th precinct.
yeah, you ain't lying.
Scared as hell, leave out of there and go driving people's cars from 21st and Market up to 17th and Cumberland. Haul ass and back down Center City in somebody else's car. Triggers. Gotta know them. Everybody understand that? And 2-day bury is 6 feet deep, no vacations. From this thing called recovery. Gotta be what? Consistent, right, and conscious.
And discipline.
Yeah, and discipline. Very good. And avoidance. Right here, this is the cloud of trauma right here. Big cloud of trauma, where a lot of us, we come from. And if we don't start to deal with this piece by piece, section by section, category by category, we can get high because there's too much to deal with. Everybody understand that? Over here is what? Denial pattern. Number 1, avoidance. Don't want to talk about it, don't want to think about it, don't want to speak about it. Say nothing, it'll go away. That's a lie. Create confusion, that's a lie. Distractions. Get involved with distractions. It'll get better, that's a lie. Uproar. Troublemakers. They in here? They the ones that pull a fire alarm and run for cover. Troublemakers. They the ones that steal. Everybody know what I'm talking about? They the ones that attack staff. You know what I'm saying? And the staff didn't do nothing to them because they're king baby and queen babies. They're the ones who like to see chaos. They depressed and they miserable. And misery demands company. Uproar. Because they mad at this.
Taking on everything and everyone.
Taking on everybody. Everybody hear that? So they create a crisis.
You got a checker in the building and check the shit out of him.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, last one on the what? Oh, boy, this. Yeah, they check them. Playing dumb. Who played dumb? Anybody play dumb on purpose?
The thief. Help you look for your shit.
Yeah. How you doing, brother? Playing dumb on purpose. Why is that dangerous?
Because somebody's going to call you on your bullshit one day.
Very good. And if you're prideful, it'll be a fight in here. You understand?
Yeah.
Without a doubt. All right? And we here to recover. We ain't here to that gangster stuff. Keep that outside. Nobody's scared of you. Everybody hear that? Nobody's scared of you. You scared of your damn self. When you look in that mirror right there, you see pain and hurt and trauma. You see this stare me in the face. This is where I need to have my energy at. Not you. Not staff. Not food. Not her ass. Excuse me. Not her breasts. Here. If I don't, I'll avoid. Everybody hear that? And we wasting our insurance money. How about this right here? Absolute denial. What they talking about? Refusing to admit that a problem exists in spite of convincing evidence that it does. Absolute denial. Absolute denial. Anybody been there before? Everybody can see us, but we refuse to look at who.
In order to get clean, you gotta have the opposite of that. You gotta be willing to accept and like no, that's the first step right there.
Yes.
Is admitting that you have problems.
Very good. Step one.
Step one.
Step one kills this.
Kills
Very
that.
good. Good food, brother. Come on, Jamal.
Yeah, like when I got here, this is the first time I ever came to a rehab without my PO being involved.
Okay.
So I told him the other day, and I was like, yo, when I used to go to Eagleville, right? I used to step through to work there. Plus the lady counselor, they knew me from coming back and forth. So I'd be like the first week and a half, I'm like, yo, when I'm getting out this joint, like, when my release date? Hurry up, get me back out there. I got some shit I got to do. I never even had it in my mind to stop getting high. Cause I know I got 5 years probation. I can take a couple more texts. I ain't worried about it. I already had it planned out.
6
But
weeks.
this is the first time I came into a joint on my own. Like I caught an ambulance to the hospital to get to here. And I got here and I'm like, damn. And then I went and took a shower one day and I see how black and cruddy I was, and then I got these marks and shit on my chest and my arms because I had the wise idea to do meth, crack, weed, whatever the fuck was around. I was trying to do it because I was trying to take out myself because the shit I was going through. And then I looked in the mirror and I said, "What the fuck did you do? Cause like you tripping. You don't look like this, man. I almost broke down fucking crying, but I'm a fucking soldier. So one thing for sure." 2 things for certain. I ain't getting high no more. Fuck that. And that dumb shit I just tried to pull off? Hell no, man. I was going through a lot of shit and I ain't had nobody to talk to let that shit out, you know what I mean?
Everybody hear that? Support is so important.
I had no support in the place I was going to Gardenzia. The lady always tried to wouldn't let you express your feelings, and then as soon as you said something, she would rebuttal it. And, I was raised by my parents.
She had to one up you. One up her. She was a one up.
Shoot your shit down like sis. I got a motherfucking problem. I got a kid, 16-year-old daughter sneaking niggas in the crib. She don't got no kids, so you can't relate at all. And I got kicked out that joint. And they sent me Central mental health joint. I started talking to them ladies, and I had to see my PO. I know my young was hot as shit. I'm like, dang, I might not make it out this fucking office. But whatever I said to them, they called him and was like, yo, we talked to him. We talked to him for like an hour on the phone. And he sat down and talked to me. Me and him talked like a man. He didn't even take a uniform from me. And my baby mom was out in the car. They gave me a ride because it was raining. And she texted me like, I'm not gonna be waiting out here all night, all day. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, bro, I got a hell of a motherfucking family I gotta go home to. You should be happy that I'm getting high and I'm not coming here with aggravated assault. We talked like me and him as men. He didn't take no urine from me that day, and I was like, dang, you know what, this dude is actually trying to help. He trying to help. All the time I'm like, fuck Chuck, fuck this PO. I'm gonna do me. And doing me out of 5 years probation, I did every year somewhere I was in rehab or a jail. So I'm going on and give it the best effort I can.
There you go.
Shit.
There you go.
I ain't heard nobody but my goddamn self.
Facts.
Proof is in the pudding.
Mm-hmm. Good food, Jamal.
Yeah.
That's right. We got to surrender.
Word.
That's right. Very good. Absolute denial. Very good. So we see the records of our what? Of our past and our present. And we try to make things better for the what? For the future. How about minimizing? Seeing a problem as less serious than it really is. Who maximize foolishness but minimize importance? Anybody catch that one?
Yeah.
Things that's what? Significant. We minimize it. Don't give it that much energy or attention. But things that's foolishness, we give that all the attention in the world. Maximize foolishness, but minimize importance. Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
Yes. Avoid it. Denial patterns. How about the next one? Rationalization. Who try to make sense out of nonsense? Who try to make sense out of nonsense? And who get mad when people don't sugarcoat your mess? Okay. Come here from her right here. Come on. Right here, sis. Right here.
Me?
No, right here. Yes. Rationalization. Try to make sense out of nonsense. You do it every day? In here too? Like how? Give us an example.
What is the cause of me being here? How did I get here?
Okay.
And all that, but it'll come together.
All right, but that's not rationalized. You just asking questions. That's what?
It's not rationalizing to you.
But I'm saying, okay, all right. You seem that in your eyes, you say that's rationalizing. But you asking a legitimate question. What did you do to get here? That what you say? Huh? Not me, but the community, right?
Herself.
You asking yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm working with them.
I got you. Okay. All
I
right.
just wanted to make a statement to the brother right here that
Yeah.
says he wanted to cry. My grandmother always said a real man cries.
That's right.
Yeah.
I did. A real man
You gotta let that out sometime. You can't hold that in.
How much time you have clean, sis? How much time you have clean?
Me?
Yes.
That's how I just got it.
Couple days,
How long you been here?
I came in here with walking the street, so I know.
Okay, all right, let's give it to her. God bless you. All right. Who doses is higher than it need to be? Some people rationalize why their doses is higher than it need to be. One brother I know was like on 290.
That's crazy.
He was on the methadone moon. He didn't need to be that high. He wanted to be that high. He want to stand right beside dope. You ever hear that? Stop playing games.
You got the Catapress and the Finnies and all that.
Yeah, what's the one that people take? They lower their blood
The
pressure.
Caddies.
The caddies,
Catapress.
Catapress, right? To take their methadone.
My man sitting in South Philly, he was like this. He fell right into the train track. Oh, head first.
Oh yeah.
Doing that shit,
Yeah.
Twice.
I don't
Twice.
think it's fair to the rest of the drug community.
I said, bro, before you know, you can get electrocuted.
Heroin,
Yeah.
that shit to keep them high like they on heroin. But the people that smoke wet, weed, and cocaine, they don't get no pill to take to keep them from feeling withdrawal.
Right.
I think they should all, not to say I'm being like racist on the drug though, but I think everybody should feel that shit the way that it goes down. Don't pay for that shit. You know what I mean? Because I done seen dudes in jail going to get subbed and cheek them and go sell them and they selling that shit
was a
for
bull
spit,
state,
all
man.
in like.
We see coke is mental, dope is physical.
It was a boys they rode in DC.
That's why they do detox. Oh wait a minute, it's deep. That's why they go to detox.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
If you play that game, then you pay that pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All that
Alright.
sugar coating that shit. No,
Yeah.
make them feel that shit.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
now that pain, right? You know, if they was, you know what I mean, you smoke a cigarette and they go ahead and give you Suboxone or something for their shit, but then again, it'll be a whole ball of confusion.
A
ball of confusion. Won't nobody be getting clean?
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking body be high. You know what I mean? Everybody be high. You know what I mean? So, if you know, and then you know, thank God. Only thing I take in this motherfucker is the Tylenol.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But thank God. You know what I mean? But thank God, man, you know what I mean, that you ain't that far. You know what I mean? You ain't in that line where though some people have to have what they have I mean, just to get through what they got.
Right.
You know what I mean? So therefore, you know what I mean? If the doctor say, take this, and it tastes nasty, you know what I mean? You say, damn, it tastes nasty, but I gotta take it. You know what I mean? To keep me better. You know what I mean? So eventually, it's not gonna be forever. You know what I mean? You'll find a way, because as soon as you identify the problem, you can start to fix it.
I'm from Baltimore. There's a lot of dope in Baltimore. That's like baby Afghanistan.
Scramble.
And I'm from
They
2600.
got Scramble out there.
Right, Scramble, North Philadelphia, right? And the recovery program I was at, I wasn't dope sick, but my roommate was. I remember walking him to the bathroom, strong on the muscle. No Vivitrol shot, no Suboxone, no Methadone. He did it straight from the muscle, like Ray Charles. Or like Frank Sinatra, the man with the golden arm.
They got trank in that shit now. That shit is
The man with the golden arm. But my whole point is that he did it without no substitute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it can be done. But some people, they lean on it, and they really don't want to. And Methadone take your teeth out, weaken your bones up, and all of that madness.
I want to share something about myself real quick.
Yeah. Come on.
That's like
I want
a medical marijuana drink.
Uh-huh.
And then they give people that's on heroin, Suboxone, and all that shit, right? It still keeps them in an addict frame of mind.
True.
Because they gotta get up and
Get those.
Hurry up and run to the window. They like this. They was like dancing around. I'm looking at the motherfucker like, yo, for real, you probably most likely you're gonna get high when you get out here. I'm just calling a spade a spade. You give me some shit that's gonna have me feeling like I'm high while I'm in jail. What you think I'm gonna do once I step outside of here? And it's not for everybody. I'm not gonna debate it. I'm just saying that's how the fucking system is.
Right.
And if you don't pay attention to your enemy, then you gonna fall victim to that shit. And that's just my opinion. I'm not debating it.
I understand. You right. You just call it like what it is. It's money in that.
It's money involved.
It's money in that.
Everything.
Right. It's money.
Then you know what I mean? More power to you.
Right. But if you like I said, man, to thyself be true. If you know that it's going to crutch and it's going to lead me back, whatever like that, and you're tired of playing games, like some people say, they don't count their clean time until they get off of methadone. One girl I know was on 390 milligrams. Now she's down to 0. Because she had somebody who cared, her husband, who told her, pray for her, coach her, walk with her, and her doses kept dropping until she got down to what? 0. Some people play game. One girl been on methadone for like, 3 or 5 years, and hadn't touched no dope in what? Years. But she still liked the feeling of the methadone. Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want to live in here. This cloud, this bubble here. They don't want to remember none of this madness. So they play numb. They play the Matrix. Try to escape reality so they live in fantasy. But surprise, nobody here is no goddamn robots. This is not the Wizard of Oz. We got to face it to fight it. When you fight it, you defeat it. And when you defeat it, that's victory. And with victory comes a testimony. You will never have a testimony for the next person who comes in Valley Forge if we always running from here. Avoidance. Avoidance, saying nothing, that's a lie. Distraction to get better, that's more lies. Uproar, cause confusion, you be chaotic, you might be locked up in a mental strap down, 302, probably still there. Playing dumb, we know you ain't dumb. Let's get smart and start to recover. Absolute denial, everybody see you but me. I refuse to look at me. Minimize, minimizing importance, minimize. Foolishness, maximize. Rationalization, bargaining. I'm gonna sell drugs, but I ain't gonna use them. Rationalizing. Anybody hear that? Yeah. I'm just gonna listen. I used to shoot dope. I'm gonna go smoke some weed. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Switching addictions.
I'm gonna just drink.
Yeah.
And
rationalizing. Trying to stay on the plantation. Called active addiction. You can't bargain. You gotta stop. How about the next one? Blaming. Refusing to accept responsibility for solving a problem by believing that it is someone else's fault. You the reason why I'm miserable. How you doing, brother? You the reason why I got drunk. You the reason why my kids are not in my life. Blaming my father. I said I hate my father, but I act just like my father. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Hate my mom, she act just like her mother. Same tendencies, same proclivities, same sins, same behavior, same attributes. Characteristics of the person I don't like. Blaming. Anybody blame people? You're the reason why I'm in the situation I'm in. Now looking at the part that what? We played.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yes, very good. How about this one? Comparing. Believing that it's not a problem because other people have worse problems. I used to smoke weed and we used to laugh at dope fiends and crackheads. Yeah, look at that, look at them dope fiends. Hey man, get out that man's house.
Yeah.
Put them pipes back. Damn, yo, and I'm on my way to be with them. You hear what I'm saying? Because I thought weed was no problem. Because when you get burnt out with weed, now you graduate to something bigger or more potent. Now they got K2. Thank God I stopped when I did. Fentanyls and everything. Thank God I stopped when I did. Ain't nothing safe. Ain't nothing safe. Comparing. Oh, it's like a call girl. Because she don't walk the streets now, she's a call girl. She got a cell phone and she stays in a hotel room. Who better? They both tricking. Come on.
Well, I could keep a steady job, and all these other, addicts are, working day to day.
Function addicts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We get to that. Functioning addicts. What the hell is that? Come on. You finished, brother? Your point?
Yeah, my name's Drew. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Drew.
I just came to rehab for the first time. Went in detox at the hospital first for a couple weeks. And that was only after 25 years of drinking every single day. And a counselor saw me, a good friend of mine, known him for 25 years. He works up at Fairmont. And he looked at me and he said, I turned yellow. My my liver totally blew out in a period of less than a week. And I just went yellow. And so it was a big change. My amount of drinking hadn't changed. But he said, you got 1 to 3 days to live. And I had always, said, a lot of people tried to point me in the right direction. I said, no. Finally, I just gave up and I said, okay, I'll get in the car. And so I went to Bryn Mawr, I went to a physical rehab place, been here for 2 weeks. So I've been 40 days without a drink.
Hey, all right. How you feel?
Feel good.
Awesome. Thanks for saying that. Good food. Thanks for saying that, brother. How about manipulation? Forcing others to act as a rescuer by refusing to solve problems. Manipulation. Self-pity con artists. Self-pity con artists. It's like if I keep talking in Latif's ears about the same problem every day. After a while, you say, yo, Dirk, shut up. Yo, Dirk, wait a minute. Do you pray about it? Dirk, come on, why you keep talking about it? It gotta be, don't you ever pray for some solutions for your problems? It's like the person who put the same thing out every day. And after a while, you don't want solutions. You want sympathy. You want empathy. You want tokens. You want your ego to be stroked. You want to get in some woman drawers. Listen, you want money. You want an upper hand. You want leverage. You don't want help. You're manipulating people. Everybody hear that? It starts with self-pity. Woe is me. Playing that same record every day. Instead of praying for what? Solutions for the lyrics on the record so your record will what? Change. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Self-pity con artists. Stay on the plantation of active addiction because woe is me. And she talked about self-loathing before y'all even got here. Talking about self-loathing. Anybody know about self-loathing? Self-hatred. Anybody want to think about who here been there before? If you hate yourself, will you kill yourself? Is it easy to commit suicide if you hate you?
Yeah.
Or you just keep living in hatred? Keep living in hatred? Come here, hand what's up. Let me hear from you.
I mean, it's hard. It's not that simple. Making a decision like that is not simple, and it's a very troublesome thought process because you have to really try to wrap your head around it. It's not as simple as it might sound.
Can it cause you be depressed though? I jump right to killing yourself. But how about depression first?
Depression first.
Self-loathing can lead to depression.
That makes more sense to me.
Okay. Right, because so suicidal ideations lives under depression. Okay, how much time you have clean, brother?
Extension.
Right, extension. How much time you have clean?
Only 4 days.
All right, a lot of time. Come on, brother.
My name is Jesse. I'm an alcoholic.
How you doing?
What I get from self-hatred is when you keep on telling yourself, I'm going to quit doing this, I'm going to quit doing that, and then you don't, and then you feel hatred towards yourself because you didn't do what you said you were going to do. And that's what I get from self-hatred.
You ever hate you before? Or hate some of the things you did? Okay. Can you forgive you?
Like I said, when I keep on telling, before I came here, kept on telling myself I'm gonna stop drinking, and then do it for like a day or two, and then back to drinking again, and then down the road, do the same thing again. I'm gonna quit drinking. I need to quit doing this. It's taking a toll on me.
Okay.
Do it again.
I've been there before. Lips say one thing, but the heart is not ready.
Yep.
Talking clean and living dirty. Dressed up trash can. Try to fake it till I make it. Lips writing checks that my life would never cash. Yeah, I did a lot of that right there. Thank you for sharing that, Jesse. How much time you got clean?
6 days.
Hey, a lot of time. Bless you. Come on, sis.
Hi, I just wanted to say when you're talking about that, I was originally in a psych unit because I have 6 kids, and every time I got clean, I got another kid, made another baby, and now my kids are all staying with other people, my family members. My youngest is 16 months. She's with my mom right now and her dad, so I'm grateful for that. But that's a self-hatred, being not a mom. Like in these moments with my daughter, like I'm using with him, with baby's dad. She knows. She always knows. She hates it. Like it's just that's a self-hate of letting myself fall down that stupid rabbit hole. And I was doping, but I'm on Suboxone, so I'm clean 2 years. And started meth. Like that stuff, like it just switched over. And then I put my whole focus into him, the drug, and she starts to, you know, everything with her starts to go away. Like I have CYS involved, everything now. And I never did. I was doing so good. So I wanted to, I didn't even write out, I didn't tell anybody, and I was just going to go do it. Like I had a major ideation that I just, you know, that'd be it. Because I can't go through it again. I don't want to lose her and everything I love. Like I just can't. Lost too many along the way.
Let me ask you this. What over here did you need to start working on so you won't use drugs again? Is anything, do you use drugs? Could you escape in pain?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do with specifics real quick. Like what you see up here that you needed to start working on?
I do my isolation. I isolate myself a lot, and mental health.
Okay. Why you isolate?
I don't know. I just don't want to be seen. I don't want people to notice the pain. I don't want people to ask.
Okay. You working on that?
Yeah.
Very good. Mental health. What's up with that?
Bipolar, PTSD, anxiety. Like I have a fear of people in the world. I have a fear. I'm fearful of everything. Sometimes germs, everything. I have OCD.
Okay.
Like I'm one of those people.
Okay. I got OCD too. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know we don't like the people that got ODD, obsessive dirty disorder. Check this out, man. Your OD, a lot of ODDs out here. I'm like, I'm just dirty. They don't give a damn they dirty, right? Mental health. Let me ask you this right here. Do the meds help you with your mental health?
Sometimes, but then I always think I'm better and I can stop them now because they make you gain weight, dry mouth, sexual side effects.
Okay.
There's a lot of, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I've been through clean time on mental health meds, and then it's like, it just switches over. Like as soon as I party with him one night or I drink or something, I don't want to be on my meds now. Like all of a sudden I'm cured. Now my mind says I'm cured. I don't need the meds. I can drink every weekend once, you know, like every weekend.
Anybody hear that?
Just on the weekends.
Insidious, cunning, baffling, progressive, fatal.
Yeah.
When the disease of addiction, want all of us to die in a casket.
Yeah.
With the eulogy that said if they would just stop using, they wouldn't be here before their time. Hear what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. What do you like to do? Because see, when you find your purpose, like what we do, this is the purpose. That means I don't give the active disease of addiction trouble. But listen, step work helped me deal with this. Step work with your counselor and with your sponsor and psychiatrist. They take you through the mental health. They take you through isolation. They take us through the death. They take us on what? Childhood atrocities. They take us through the violence. They take us through the death. They take us through the anger, step by step. And when we start working on that right there, we start to feel better. And guess what? We didn't survive this for ourselves. We survived this for others. You hear what I'm saying? That's when you see a woman who speaks real bold about how drugs was more important than her children. She had 6 kids, shot dope, wouldn't stop shooting dope. The state took them and would never see her kids again. But you have the ability to see your children again. You know what I'm saying? So what's stopping you from getting to the being the woman that God created you to be?
Myself.
Okay. Here's another thing too, real quick. I'm gonna keep it moving. Do you read? Are you spiritual?
Yes.
All right. You read the Bible, the Quran? What you read?
Bible.
Very good. Here's a scripture right here. Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31. That's the virtuous woman. That's the virtuous woman. From how she thinks to how she walks. Proverbs 31. What's your name again?
Shauna.
Shauna. You got to find you in the Word of God. Any books y'all read, find you in there. I got lust issues. I found David and Bathsheba. I talk too much. James 1 verse 19. Be quick to listen, Dirk, and slow to speak, and slow to become what? Angry. My mind stinks. 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. Anything that exalts itself above the knowledge of my higher power, quickly bring it down in subjection of the obedience of my higher power. So I had to find me in the Word of God and make it personal. You hear what I'm saying? So that way it's like a rhema word just for me. Because I know my Achilles heel. I know my character defects. So I'm trying to flip my defects into what? Character assets. So if you read the Word of God, find you in the Word of God. And each one of the things you're dealing with, mental illness, all this is in the Word of God. All of the first murder happened in Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Yo, homosexuality, right in the Bible. Everything we deal with is in the Word of God. You know what I'm saying? So we got to find us in there so we can get the truth of how we should stand up as a woman, stand up as a man. When we stand up, we clean up. And we clean up, we tell the enemy to shut the hell up. Because we got backup, and that's G-O-D. Over whoever your high power you call it to be. But stay in that word. And then it will bring peace to your mind, body, soul, and spirit. You believe that?
Yes.
Very good.
Proverbs what?
Proverbs 31. That's the virtuous woman. The virtuous woman. And here's another thing too. It says Matthew 4. Matthew 4 deals with what? Temptation. All of us are tempted. Is that true? Temptation. Are you still with that guy?
He's taking care of his daughter with my mom right now, but I know I gotta give us space. He
Very
has
good.
to get better.
He's still getting high?
No, not right now, but you know what? You never know, because he's an addict too. He could pick up tonight and be gone.
Right. Everybody hear that? Okay. Keep him in prayer, but keep your distance.
Yep.
All right? How much time you got clean?
3 days.
Keep it tall, a lot of time. God bless you. You see how we just did a little bit of diagnosis on her and on ourselves? That's how we do it. See, some people like to do meds, and they give you meds for this and meds for that. Like she said, it has side effects. But guess what? The pain is still there. Because no pill, I don't give a damn who you are. You cannot make a pill, concoct a pill that make me feel better about the death of my grandmother. That's something I got to talk about and pray about and have patience for until that pain, that hurt slowly subsides. And you know the formula? Remember the good times that I had with my grandmother. So a pill, what a pill does, it make my mind go back to what? Sleep. And when the mind open up back to normality, I'm still dealing with what? The death of my grandmother. So for some of us, we don't need pills. We just take them because it's a quick fix for this. The cloud of trauma. Anybody understand that? But after the drugs roll out, now we're still dealing with what? Our pain. All right? It's spiritual. And therapists and psychiatrists and people, the pharmacists, they ain't going to say that because there's no money in that. It's money in what? Medicine. I'm going to leave that alone because sometimes we talk about medicine like talking about people's mothers, and we don't want no fights in here, all right? How about this right here? But that's real, all right? Listen, they try to put me on Ritalin. Y'all hear me? They said, Miss McKnight, your son is too hyper. Listen, he got too much energy. My mother said, you ain't gonna put my baby on no goddamn Ritalin. Teach him. That's why we pay you. Teach him. Everybody understand that? But people don't love us and don't want to teach us. They give us what? Shortcuts. Everybody understand that? So don't listen. Don't buy into that right there. If you don't need it, don't take it. Feel, deal, and heal. Stay clean. How you doing for the brothers just came in here? All right, I'm Dirk. That's my brother Latif right there. We talking about denial patterns, avoidance, absolute denial, minimizing, rationalizing, blaming, comparing, manipulating. How about recovery by fear? Who here fear brought you in here? Maybe brother talking about his health. Anybody hear that? Fear brought me here. Faith is going to keep me here. Let me say that again. Fear brought me in here, but faith will keep me here. You want to speak on that? Your hand was up? Oh, just okay. All right. Recovery by fear. Who here running from drug dealers? Who running from people? Nobody? Okay. Who's up?
Ain't the normal situation, but
Okay.
they're running from people.
Okay.
When you know what's going on, there ain't, you jump down that rabbit hole, there's no going back.
I hear that. Okay. Things will get better. You believe that?
Oh yeah, I know.
Very good. How much time you clean?
A week.
Hey, all right. God bless you. Oh, we eating in your time. Okay. Recovery by what? Fear. How about compliance? Who said, Yeah, who stood before judges and lied to the judge? Y'all had your fingers crossed. Yeah. Yeah, compliance, all right? Yes. Just let me out of jail, please. I don't want to go to jail. Say the right thing, right? Last one. Flight into health. Flight into health. What are they talking about right there? Let me read on that one. Believing that if I know what is wrong, the problem will be solved. Flight into health. Anybody know about the disease of addiction? Everybody know how does it moves? If you drink, you know how serious it is to drink. You know how cunning it is to tell you to wake up and get drunk. Anybody talking about? Yeah. How progressive it is if we don't work on ourselves spiritually. The disease of addiction is picking up momentum. It's progressive. We're not talking about the insurance commercial. It's insidious. We ain't talking about the movie. Everybody hear that? It's cunning. Who know what the word cunning means? What it mean?
Sly. Very sneaky.
Yes.
Very, very sly, tricky bastard.
Very good.
Do it going out of its way. Laying down some breadcrumbs, see if you're going to
yeah.
All kind of family.
Right. You ever had a woman that was real cunning?
Jesus H. Christ. She still lives in London. She's still living in London, bro. All right.
How much time you got clean, brother?
10 days a day.
Hey, give it to her. God bless. Good group. Real quick. Our spiritual glue to keep everything together. Most importantly, ourselves. Stay in prayer. Y'all pray? No. How you feel when you pray? Good. How about patience? Who working on patience? Very good. All right. Lose patience, becoming impatient. Who like Chick-fil-A? Who been locked up? Yeah, all right. Who been a pin dot after 10 o'clock? Yeah, you know about patience. You know about patience. How about humility? Who working on being humble today? Somebody talking slick. Trash their ass or give them a pass?
Give them a pass.
Give them a pass, right? Because they just what? Talking. Stay humble. Anybody that? Who ain't got a problem asking for help? Is that a problem? Why? Why is that hard to ask for help? Pride. Very good. How much time you got clean, brother?
Since came here Thursday, so I got like 12 days.
All right. God bless. Gotta stay humble. Come on, huh?
I got 17 days at this count.
Hey, all right, brother. God bless. How about listening? Is that important for recovery to listen?
Oh, yeah.
Why is listening important? My man, send your hand up. To listen. Why is that important to listen? Very good. All right. It's listening means if Lateef is speaking, I'm waiting for him to shut up so I can give him an answer. That's not listening, is it? No. Right. All right. Very good. That's just hearing.
I would say there's a difference between hearing and listening.
Very good. That's not even hearing?
You can hear it. You got to absorb that, though.
You got to absorb that, right. Okay. How much time y'all clean, brother, in the back? All right. God bless. Hey, real important. Purpose. Who know their purpose? Find your purpose, you find your passion, and you don't work again. Anybody hear that?
Yes, sir.
Who want to be certified peer specialists? Who want to work in this field right here to help save other recovering addicts? And most importantly, saving who? Yourself. Who want to work with kids? You a coach. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Very good. Very good. Who good with their hands? Who good with their mind? Good thinkers. Master P said this. He said, poor people talk about what? Money. Where my money at? Can't wait to get paid. Rich people talk about what? Things. My car, my yacht, my horse, my vacation, etc. Wealthy people talk about what? Ideas. Anybody catch that?
Yes, sir.
So if a lot of us got creative minds and got ideas, we're rich. Just waiting for the opportunity to what? To strike the match. Everybody hear that? And the last one is love. L-O-V-E. Everybody love themselves in here? Agape love. Unconditionally loving you. All right. Okay. Is that a process though? Very good. Why you say that, Lateef?
I say it's definitely my name Lateef. I'm an addict.
Hey, Lateef.
I say it's definitely a process, man. Just in my opinion, because it starts with me being honest, right? It's clear to me that I don't love myself if I'm putting things in my system that's gonna poison me every day. I'm rolling the dice with whatever designer drugs I'm taking. could die from the drug or the lifestyle. My lifestyle choice clearly indicates that I don't love myself. 'Cause I got 46 arrests on my record, right? So let's just think about the first time when I was traumatized, right, in incarceration in California. I was afraid for my life. My life was on the line. They let me go right before I had a hit out on me, right? And then I go and do it again 45 more times. Do something, commit an act, right? So clearly that says, you know, that I don't love myself because I'm not. It's my job to put myself into situations that are loving, caring, kind, nurturing, that are healthy, that are productive, right? That attract wealth, that attract abundance, right? Or that I can be a help to someone else, right? If I'm not doing any of that, then clearly I don't love myself. So the process for me begins when I can start to take a look at why I'm not doing those things. Why am I choosing this risky behavior, right? And the things that we talked about are a lot of good reasons why I do that. The PTSD, the abuse. My story is I had a childhood trauma, right? My dad shot my mom when I was 5 in front of me and my sister. And a lot snowballed from that. I became a ward of the state of California, grew up with my grandparents, which were her parents. Loved the shit out my sister, but I had to pay for my father's sins, right? And I was treated like that. I was ostracized, made to feel like I wasn't wanted. That's one side of it. The other side was I had a pretty good childhood as far as financial-wise and education-wise, right? And so left home as early as I could, and soon as I took my first drink or drug, the pain stopped. You know what I mean? I became numb to all that stuff that was going on, right? Those uncomfortable feelings, the messages that I heard that I was taught growing up. You ain't gonna be nothing, you're gonna be just like him, blah, 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 right? The bar was always too high for me to reach. If I did good, that's not enough. You know, they had that insatiable desire. You gotta do more, you gotta do more. Never felt good enough. Never felt like I measured up, right? I carried that into my adult life. So when I left home at 17, because I felt like I wasn't wanted there, and I didn't want to be there, right? So I left, you know, I did what I fell in love with, which was the drugs. You know, I never finished school. I did more and more and more drugs. That snowballed, and of course the lifestyle took me a whole bunch of places that I didn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? The book says, Narcotics Anonymous says, turn me into, the addiction turns us into people that we don't want to be. Right, so I totally identify with that, right? That unmanageability, right? That dis-ease and discomfort with being in my own skin. So until I get honest enough with myself to first of all stop that behavior, right, of self-destruction, of active drug use, right? And I get to take, so when I do that, I get to take a look at some of those stuff, right? Like he said, like Derek said, feel, deal, and heal, right? I get to take a look at some of those things, and as I start to heal, right, I start the process of recovery, but for me, it's a process of discovery, right? Because I start to discover that I'm not such a bad person, right? That I do have some good qualities, that I am loving, caring, kind, that I'm gifted. Like we all come bearing gifts, you know what I'm saying? Some of us are athletically inclined, academically inclined. Some of us are artistically inclined. Our thing is music. Some of our gifts involve helping others, mentoring others, etc. Right? So when I get a chance, self-actualization means I find out what my gift is, right? I have an opportunity to share that with others, right? It's life-changing for me and can, you know, be powerful in helping and assisting others, right? Self-actualization, right? But it all begins with self-love. How do I start to love myself? First, I stop doing the drugs. So I talked about it being a process for me. First, I stopped doing the drugs, right? Then I start, how do I build self-esteem and start to feel better about myself? I start doing esteemable acts. Some of them are real basic and fundamental at first. Start washing my ass. I start changing my clothes. I start buying things for myself. I feed myself. I clothe myself. I put myself in situations that are conducive to the type of growth I want to see, whether it's recovery, whether it's spiritual wise, whether I want to go back to school, whether I want to learn a trade, whether I want to play music, whatever that is to me, right? Whatever motivates me, right? So I start to invest in myself. That's an esteemable act. What happens is I start to fall in love with that whole process, right? My sense of self-worth grows, right? Now I feel like I matter. I'm important. I play a part in the grand scheme of things. I don't just feel like it, I do. Right? I get reconnected with the God of my understanding. The drugs, right, take us away from that connection with that supreme being. Self-love is doing the right thing for the right reasons, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially, economically, you know, from the basic all the way to the complex version of me, right? And love for everything in God's creation means loving on my brothers and sisters, you know, loving on and everything in God's creation, taking care of that plant that, you know what I'm saying, is dying, that stray dog, my friend who needs my support, my child, right? So, love, right, the principle of love, right, is broken down for me in Narcotics Anonymous. It talks about doing the right thing for the right reasons, right? We all know right from wrong. So if I believe in a supreme being, I'm obedient, right? Self-love means I'm doing the right things for me, right? Like we talked about, you know, the meetings or whatever it is, you know, that takes me to a level of self-actualization. And love for everything in God's creation is just that I practice love. If I'm having a dispute with my wife, which I'm not married, if I'm having a dispute with my wife, right, I remember that this is the person I said those vows to. I love her. We're having a disagreement. So how do we come to a level of communication, right? That's a practical application of doing the right thing for the right reasons, right? Right? But I talk to her and communicate her in what? In the spirit of love. If my child is acting up, right? Do I slap him in the head, say, get out of here, blah, blah, do I remember this is my child, right? I cultivate, I nurture them, I discipline them in the spirit of love. Look, listen, what's going on? You know, what can daddy do different? You know, or what can we do different? How can we get past this problem? If I owe you $5 and I got $20, I should give you that $5, right? Why? Because it's the right thing to do for the right reason. Real simple application of love, right? Doing the right thing for the right reasons. That's why I said it's a process. Because in the beginning, the whole process begins for me when I put the drugs down, man. When I allow myself to face, feel, deal, and heal, right? Reconnect with the creator, with the universe, and myself. You know what I mean? I hope I didn't take up too much of you guys' time.
No. Yo, we love y'all. Next week, new topic, same passion. Who woke us up, y'all? God. Grant us serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we